Okay, things should start happening today. Getting everything put together.
Let's get started.
Got my bunk braces mounted on there. These are not the bunk boards that I was going to use. Those, I cut those a little bit. I was going to try something different and decided to do something. I might use them for the bunk boards on the sides. I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Got my wiring pulled through, put it up inside there. I ran a wire all the way down, connected it, pulled it all the way through out here at the end, and I'll do the wiring later. I'll get the taillights connected, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I think originally this was the taillight bracket here and on the other side, but I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna just mount them on the back here, but I got another idea that I'm thinking about doing, and they'll be elevated. Like I've got some PVC pipe here that was left over from a deep well replacement project, and these things have come in handy. I'm glad I didn't throw them away. I'm thinking about mounting them on here like this, and then maybe putting the mounting the taillights in the middle. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. It's, you know, I still have ideas and things that I'm working on. I might use this here, Zephyr Aircraft Corporation. Long time ago, when I was a letter carrier, I found a hang glider on my route. I mean, literally a hang glider. It was all folded up, but it had all the components to it, except for the part where you lay in when you're flying it. So I thought, well, I could use it for something. And so it had a bunch of aircraft aluminum poles, and I'm thinking about using that somehow. I'll figure it out. But also I found my bunk board carpet. It's the got it at Lowe's. It's 6 foot by 8 foot indoor-outdoor area rug. 6 by 8, and that should be enough to do the job. And it's so lightweight. I've heard a couple of guys on some other channels talk about how they use something like this. That's not the exact kind, but I found this and I thought, well, heck, I'm gonna try it, see what happens, because I'm cheap. I'm doing this on a budget. And also I went fishing in the kayak the other day, didn't catch anything, of course, but I found this at the boat ramp. It's a transom saver, and it needs to be cleaned up, but I'm gonna do something with it. I might use it, but I'll probably show the refurbishing of it. And here's the boards that I'm going to use. I got the lines marked on there. They're 3 inches and 3/8 wide, and of course, you know, same thickness. But I've got 2 of them, and in just a few minutes I'm going to go ahead and cut them. So let me get to it. I'll get back to you when I get some of this stuff done. All right. Okay, well, there's the bunks. I've got those done. I think I did a pretty good job on them. They're in a good position. and I'm gonna have to test them out. I'm going to have to put the Jon Boat on top of it, and when I do that, I'll be able to kind of fine-tune things. I don't think I'm gonna have to change anything with the bunks, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some 2x4s, treated 2x4s, and maybe bring them about maybe 2 feet, 2.5 feet on all 4 of these corners, and put a couple of bunk boards, mount some bunk boards on the side there to sort of keep the boat from drifting. Like when I load it, it shouldn't, you know, make good guides to help me get it back on. So that shouldn't be too hard. The stuff went on pretty good. I used some staples. I couldn't find any stainless steel staples, but I used regular staples, 1/2 inch, to I didn't use a ton of them. I used just enough to get it tacked down, and then I used some zinc coated screws that work just fine. I can't show them to you, but I think they'll work just great. Okay, I got my mind back on track. I carpeted the bunk boards on both sides, that one and the other one they're on. I'm going to take some white primer and I'm going to brush paint these, and then I'm going to spray those black. Just call this the Johnny Cash trailer. And then what I did was I went to Lowe's and I bought some adhesive spray, this 3M. I watched a review on YouTube the other night, and this did the best out of 4 different adhesives. It's the 3M spray adhesive Super 77 super strength, and I tell you what, it works just the way it's supposed to, and I'm real happy with it, because what I did was, I don't know if you remember when I said I was going to do something about the tackiness around the edge here. It was sticking and making all kinds of racket that I didn't like. Well, I took my the carpet that I had on the bunk boards, and I got it inside this compartment right here. It's not glued in yet, but it's gonna go inside here to kind of tamp down, you know, reduce a lot of noise and things like that. I've got this, I use the spray adhesive on this cover, and let's test it out. Tearing off this that off. All right, so I haven't got the other side glued yet. I did half of it. So I'm just so excited. I got ahead of myself and tear this. Nope, the glue stuck to it. Anyway, okay. I'll get that all trimmed out, but this is going to work great. I'm loving it. So I just wanted to get a little bit of a start on that. Oh yeah, here's my my transom saver that I redid. This was something I just found next to a dumpster out at a boat ramp, and it was a hot mess, and it's in much better shape than it was. It's gonna work just fine. You know, I'm gonna find a piece to go back back here to fit it on. That shouldn't be too hard. And then of course the motor will rest on that. But that's easy peasy stuff. Then guess what else I got? Oh, it's like Christmas Day today. I got the 1-inch foam board. It's the styrofoam DuPont residential sheathing insulation. It's exactly 1 inch thick, 4 feet by 8 feet. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably, I don't know if I'm going to fit it in there or not. I probably won't, but anyway, I'm gonna fill in these spaces here, 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 and here, and then I'm going to just go ahead and do the rest of it. Cut them to size, put them in there, and then I got another idea too, and that should be easy because it's super lightweight. Instead of buying plywood to put on top of the foam board, that foam board's strong, there's going to be not very much traffic at all in this boat. It's the size that it is. I bought some of this, and it's I don't even know what they call it, but it's rough on one side, super smooth on the other. It's a yucca board. It's only 1/8 inch thick, and it's 4 foot by 8 foot. It was only $14. I didn't want to spend a fortune on this stuff, so I'm going to put that on top of the insulation board that I'm going to put in here. You know, only it's going to be cut full, you know, full size to cover this entire area. I'm not going to cut it to, you know, that's going to be filled in with styrofoam. The rest of it's going to be covered completely, just like this will be covered completely. And then I don't think there's going to be enough of this stuff left. This is the carpet that I use for the bunk boards, and I've got a little bit of that left. Well, here's the large remainder of it right here, and I don't think this is going to be enough to finish the job, but if I have to buy another roll of it, I will. It's like 6 feet by 8 feet, and it's going to be close. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use what I have left. Maybe I can piece it in there, and but what I wanted to say was, when I put that board down in here, before I put the carpet down, I'm going to use the spray adhesive on the board, on the back of this stuff, and I'm going to glue it on top of the board and put it in there. It's going to really look nice. It really is. And this gator seat's not going to stay in here. Sorry, gator fans. I'm a gator fan, but this is a real old seat, and I put it in there mostly. My grandson was in here playing around and asking me a bunch of questions, and he wanted to sit in it, so I got him. He was perfectly happy just to sit on this EVA foam board. It looks good. He liked the way it looked, and he can't wait to go fishing with Grandpa and his sister Vivi. They both love to fish, so one of these days I'm gonna get them out here, and we're just gonna have fun. So that's what's going on right now. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more today. I've already, I did some work on the wiring and for the lights. This is the winch. I was gonna show you the winch. It's a TYT hand winch, 1,200 pounds. It's probably more than I need for this thing. This boat probably only weighs about 150, maybe more than that, but with everything else on it, like I think I'm going to go ahead and get the 8 horsepower Mercury, and you know, and then with everything else that I'm going to keep it as minimal as possible, also keeping, you know, costs down. So I think that winch will be perfectly fine for my purposes. So anyway, I'm going to finish up this cover on this compartment lid and sort of straighten this mess up a little bit, get it organized again, and begin anew tomorrow. I'll probably finish up the lighting tomorrow and some other things, I'm hoping. So that's it for now. It's so much work. Costs a little bit of money, but I've been keeping costs down. I haven't spent a fortune on anything. I'd say everything all together, including the boat, the trailer, and some of the expenses, buying parts and things like that. I'd say I've probably got right at about $1,000 into it, and which is actually, I think it's pretty good. But I've lost 6 pounds in the past week or so. I just went to my doctor today, and I'm my regular, well, I go to him about every 3 months for a checkup and stuff. And he's just my regular doctor. He's not my oncologist. But 6 pounds, that's pretty good. And so I'm going to keep it up. Continue to march with this, and I'll follow up with some more updates for you. Okay. All right. Catch you later.